Hi everyone, this is Edwina with Elegant Creations, and I'm here to do my project share for Decorate Your Life. And I am working on the Whispers Journal Kit, and it is a download only, a digital download only. Okay, and here is my QR code. Go in and check out Sandy's website and her Etsy shop. And she also has a Facebook group that we're doing a lot of new things. We have Wish Wednesday, a Make a Wish Wednesday, and you can join the Facebook group and you can make a wish. So you can put down things that you would like, let's say stamp sentiments or die cuts, certain type of die cuts, or ephemera, things like that. Something simple, and someone can grant you a wish, and that's kind of fun. And we're also going to be doing some swaps later. And so there's a lot of new things going on. And Sandy also has a newsletter, so when there is sales, you can get notified of all the sales that she has, and she always has sales. So here is my coupon code. I'm doing a 15, and you can use that at checkout. And excuse me, I still have a little bit of a cough. This coordinates really nice with the Whispers paper collection, which is in Sandy's shop. It is beautiful. I got this one, and I'm working on a lot of new things for this. And so this is kind of coordinating with that. So last week I did ornaments. This week I did some little booklets and items like that. So let me get my items. I have everything on the side. Okay. So I wanted to show you, I made a little notebook, and I took one of the images, and this was one of the stamp images that was in the kit. Or no, it wasn't a stamp image. This one was, I can't remember. I think it was missing this piece. It was like an envelope. So I took this and I wrapped it around. Yeah, see, that's why I left it like this. So you can see it's supposed to be like a little pocket, but I used it for my little booklet because she is so pretty. So I added a little bit of lace and some bling, and then here where this part right here, I put a little applique. So I left this blank like this so I can let you know what I used. This was a little pocket. So you don't necessarily have to use it for junk journals. They make nice little booklets, and you can use a lot of different things. And that's what I'm doing with mine. Let me cut that. Okay, so I made this. I just added paper and then did some holes and added a little bit bigger booklet and then wrapped it around. She's so pretty. Okay, then I made a little post-it note. So I haven't glued anything down because I want to get a pink one of this, and I know I have one, I just don't know where. Okay, so I made a little booklet, and I took one of the images and I glued it to my little booklet. Okay, little post-it note booklet. And then I added some trim. I did cut a little bit too short, and I should have made it a little bit wider, but I added the little lace, and then put some bling, and then put a pink paper in the back, and then covered it with the paper. So the back also has the design. So I used a lot of scrap pieces that I had left over, a few, and so I use them for the back and on the sides, because everything coordinates with each other. So it doesn't have to match with this particular picture. It all coordinates. So I thought that was really cute. So I need to find a little pink or blue little post-it note. Okay, then I made this small little post-it note, and what I did was I did a little Velcro, and this right here is, let me get it. Before I knew it, I threw away all the little sample things. I should have saved them. So I took this and I made this out of it. I haven't glued anything down yet, so I just put that over, and you can put like a little handle to make a purse. But I thought these came out really cute. So I just used a lot of scrap pieces. So this is the back. This is this part, and I'm going to make one. And then this is the front. And then this is right here in the front. This is the back. I'm sorry. This is this part, the flap. The one I did here didn't have the sides. Okay, but you can cut those off. So I thought that was really cute. And then I did a booklet. So my friend lent me her cinch, and so I used a bow from Sandy's and the little charms, and I had some applique. This is one of her pictures, and I did an oval, and then I did my bling. And what I had done accidentally was made, when I printed, but it was a good accident. When I printed on portrait instead of landscape. And so it gave me this size. And so that's what I used. And so I did the little booklet. And so I just added a little paper to it. And I did a cover. This was going to be my cover. And then I decided to use this one. This was the back, but I switched it. So I wanted all the colors in the back. So I thought this came out really, really pretty. I like to do a lot of little notes. Might use that for an address book. And then I made this journal. It's not a journal, it's just a little notebook. But I used this beautiful lady. I had all these little journal covers that you can fold over. So I didn't fold it, I just cut it, and so I'm going to make notebooks out of these ones also. Okay, so I just put a piece of cardstock in the back, and then I used one of the little pockets, and I made a little bookmarker. So I took one of the images that she had in the collection, in the kit, and put a backing on it. And then I did a little hole. And I've had these little beads that I did on a string years and years. My son was in college, and I remember when we go visit him, I would do some in the car. And I don't know, I have tons of them. So I thought I better start doing bookmarkers again, as I used to make a bunch. And so I just kind of put that in there. And then I hung that over. And I just made a little notebook. And then I put the image here, and then in the back. This one's sideways, but that's okay. I didn't realize that until I was putting it together when I cut it. So then I had a die that has these little designs on it. I just put all the way around with the gold. I thought that was really cute. Just needed something to, I didn't want to cover her up or anything, so I just kind of added the little accent there. Okay, and then I made, oh boy, my notebook. Then I made this little notebook. So I had a bunch of, I don't have any more of the square ones, but I had gotten these for Valentine's last year. There's little booklets, and I covered it with her paper, and I had a little piece left over, so I just wrapped it around the back and the front. And actually I didn't wrap it, but I just put the paper here and here and cut out the little corners. And then I added a piece of cardstock to the back just to cover the staples and cover this part. Okay, so that's what I did. Then I added a little bit of trim. And this was these that she has in her kit. But like I said, I did the portrait, and so I made a small one, so it was perfect. And then I glued it to a piece of cardstock, and then I did a dimensional on there. And then I kind of brought out the little green around her. I was going to write just a note, and then it didn't look right, so to erase that better. And So that's my little notebook. I thought it was cute. So I'm just kind of just trying to do all these different little notebooks. I just did one of each for now. I was kind of running out of time, and so many things I want to do, so I thought I'll just do one of each, and this way I can get moving on it. So what excuse my board. So what I did was I'm going to show you how I made this. Okay, and so what I did was I just took a piece of paper and I scored at 1 5/8, and then 1 7/8, and then again at 3 3/8, and 3 3/4, and then it is 2 1/4 by 5. And this part's gonna be big because there was something I wanted to do with it. Okay, so you do all your score lines. Okay, so this is what I wanted to do. Let me show you what I did. So I cut this up. And then I thought this was perfect. I love the little design, that little design there. Okay. So this is going to go in the back. Gotta make sure I do it right. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and glue it. And I know it's not even, but I'll fix that. I've just been working on these little post-it notes. Okay, so because I didn't want to mess it up, so I thought this would be easier to do it this way. I bought these little post-it notes, and they were very thin, so this is only like a 1/4 inch, and so that's why I wanted to use them up. I thought they would be thicker, but I got them on Amazon and they're not that thick. And so then I just kind of fold that up, cut that, but I thought it's not a big deal. I can still use them. Make sure I don't take out anything I don't need. Okay, so there's the back, and this is going to be the flap here. Okay, and that's this right here. So then I'm just going to glue that. And I'm not going to go all the way to the top because I'm going to cut it. So I'm just really just piecing. And then just cutting off the excess. This is a really easy, make sure I don't cut on it. And if you want to cut this little thing off, I did. You can do it just because you want it. I forgot to make sure that this was even, and I forgot. It's not quite even, but that's okay. Okay, so that's my little pocket. Just trying to fix all these little pieces here. Okay, so then I do this one right here. But what I wanted to do was, I want to have a little bit of a lip showing. So I'm going to cut this off. I'm going to cut it right here. Okay, so then what I want to do is glue that down and make sure that it's even. So let me fix this part right here. So I'm going to put that down. Okay. And then I want to have a little bit of a shadow. Oops. And this is going to be, and I can cut it more. This will come, I cut it kind of big so I can fix it. Then I would put my Post-it note, fold it up, and then you can put a little trim or anything that you want to put in there. Decorate it any way that you like. There's my little Post-it note. And then I put, I had gotten little scrap pieces like this, and then I just kind of cut. And then you can put those on top, just like that. Let me do that. Then once I put my Velcro and everything. But what I like about it is that it opens up, and then you can cut your pieces. There. Isn't that cute? And so when after you put the Velcro, this opens up. And if you want to, you probably could put some sides, and then that way you put this in a little pocket. But I didn't. There. So there's my little Post-it note. And I added one of these little bows that Sandy has in her shop. These are really cute. And she had it in her kit that she sent us. And so I put that on there with a little bit of pink. So thank you all so much for watching. And check out also the design team. They all are coming out with some beautiful projects. So this is the Whispers Decorate Your Life journal kit on digital only. And it's 26 pages, digital download, and inked pages are included. Okay. And it is a really, really pretty collection, kit that you can download. And so like I said, I don't do journals, but I was able to use it for a lot of the little notebooks and items like that. So I'm happy. And I hope that you continue watching. And thank you all so much. And check out all the Sandy's website. And I will leave all the links in the description box. And thank you all so much for watching. Have a good day.